As a teacher, do you feel as though your students do better when music is involved?
Well, yes, obviously, because I'm the music teacher.
Yeah.
I think music is, on the whole, a great motivator because it's sort of freshens up the atmosphere.
Do you ever like play music during class? Like not like the group plays, but like play recordings of music for the group?
Often.
All right. Do you play a musical instrument?
Yes, I do.
What do you play?
I play the clarinet. A few other things, not as well. Yeah.
As a student, did you find that music helped with your academic performance?
As a student, I'm not sure that I would have made that connection. I have a better picture of it as a teacher. I think that, I mean, it's been well documented in many, many, many studies that connecting music to the way kids learn is very, very effective. But I think by playing music and listening, actively listening to music, not just letting it wash over you, but really paying attention, you're using many different avenues in your brain. And that the capacity to do that, just, you know, it's the sort of that use it or lose it kind of thing. So if what you're doing is playing video games, for instance, you get really good at playing video games and fine motor and all that kind of stuff. But music hits you, and a lot. I mean, you have to be emotionally engaged. You have to be reading and able to comprehend a fairly sophisticated symbol system or system of symbols. You have to respond to other people in the moment. You have to be able to adjust very quickly. You have to be able to self-motivate. You have to be able to identify and correct problems on your own. 99% of what you do to improve as a musician is really your own self-guided work. And I think what kids learn is how all those things. How do I self-motivate? How do I guide myself? How do I determine when it's enough? And, you know, what is quality? And so there are just so many different levels. I think not only music, but the arts plug into that. It's an indispensable tool. I think every single kid should be exposed to the arts in some sort of active way. And it doesn't, and you can actively listen, or you can actively evaluate a work of art or a play, but to be engaged.
Mm-hmm. And then how many of your students would you say, like roughly, do you think, use music to study or like when they're doing schoolwork?
I would say probably a lot. I personally don't recommend that because it gets kids to push music to the background. And what I want to do is bring that to the foreground. I think, however, that kids can find it to be very soothing, or it's company while they're working hard on something, and probably gives the mind a little break, so if you need a distraction, you can go to that for a moment without having to get up and all that. So I think it probably is valuable. I personally cannot get anything done when music is on because I'm an active listener. So when it's on, I'm listening to it. I'm not doing other things, except for maybe driving. But I don't even use it to do housework or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.